Hello and welcome to part 1 of the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. This is our third attempt at a Nuzlocke for this game. We've started just the way we do the other times we've attempted this. Let's take a quick look at our team, which we generated, of course, in part 0. First up, we have Bobo the Doduo, Lady the Roselia, Stone Cold Steve Austin Machop, Duracell the Minoon, Ponyboy the Girafarig, and I know it's technically a giraffe, not a horse, but it reminds me of a horse, and Dizzy Duke the Spinda. I actually couldn't remember what I named the Spinda in the last video, and I didn't think to look it up before starting. But if you watched the previous series, you'll know that Spinda actually got us a pretty damn long way in the Nuzlocke after we lost our other 5 Mon. I think we made it from like Flannery all the way to, no, maybe even before Flannery, all the way to Norman. So my plan is to train up. Oh, I didn't want to train up Bobo. Who did I want to train up? So we chose Torchic for our starter, so that our rival would have Mudkip, because I knew that we would have the Roselia on our team. So maybe it's worth training up Roselia first, since the first gym leader Roxanne is going to be rock type. You're going to give us a potion. Also, while obtaining the necessary Mon for our team, I kind of goofed and I accidentally bought a potion at this Pokemart. So that's why we only have $2,700 to start, and we have 3 potions in our bag. 1 from the PC, 1 from the guy we just talked to, and then 1 that I bought on accident. So we don't need to worry about Pokeballs. So I'm probably going to buy 8 potions, a Paralyzed Heal, and an Antidote. That's how I typically like to start it out. Never have too many potions, especially in a Nuzlocke. And now that we have $0, we're gonna go confront our rival. Since the Pokemon in the grass are going to be, I thought you could find like Wurmples or something. Maybe that's only in the Petalburg Woods. They might all be normal and dark types, but I'll probably keep Bobo out front, and then when we're ready to face our rival, I'll switch to Roselia. There was some reason why I wanted to train Bobo up, and I can't remember exactly what it was. Another thing I want to try for this video series too is I want to try to keep the episodes a little bit shorter. I think we've been trying to stick to around 20 minutes in the past, but I want to shoot for 15 or so. The reason for that is because I feel like a lot of the videos, there's some extra time spent on, trainer battles that aren't really that interesting, and I want to put a lot of the content into the actual interesting battles this time around. 15 minutes seems like a good amount of time to kind of do things around a gym trainer, like a little bit before, and then, oh nice, we have Poison Point, that's great. And then a little bit after as well. So I'm gonna see how 15 minutes feels as the sweet spot. I'm hoping that will be good moving forward. 20 minutes felt a little long. I mean, especially considering, I ended up, of course, doing a lot of trainers off screen just because there's so many trainers to get through in this game. And I think what people care about is the actual interesting battles that are challenging. In these earlier generations, like there's really not that many hard battles that aren't boss battles. So I prefer to skip over those on camera. I just don't think it's worth uploading. It's not very interesting. I never, at least up to this point, I haven't even gotten close to anybody in our party fainting. Oh yeah, we have to go back first. Okay, so we're gonna talk to Birch. We're gonna get the running shoes on our way back up north, I believe. And that's good, because I've kind of been instinctually holding B, even though we don't have the running shoes yet. So this first episode, oh nice, we're gonna be able to sell those. The first episode isn't ever really that interesting. You know, we've got our basic team. That's the other part of the reason I wanted to keep these episodes short, is that some episodes just aren't incredibly interesting, and even if I want to record them, I just want to make them nice and concise. In fact, if episodes are starting to feel stale, I have no problem cutting them shorter to 10 minutes. If that's gonna, keep all of our attention. I mean, I end up watching these two later, so I don't want to sit through half an hour of nonsense, and I don't want anyone else to do that. Oh, I knew we could find Wurmples out here, so I didn't want Roselia out front. It's an interesting animation where she turns green like that. So if you did watch the last attempts of Pokemon Emerald, you'll know that in each of those attempts, I've been, let's say, quite underleveled for some pretty major battles. I tried to make a rule about having my highest level Pokemon be the lowest level, like basically have the same matching level as my opponent's lowest level Pokemon. So for gym leaders, let's say like Roxanne, right? I think she has like a level 10 or maybe 12 as her lowest, and then a nose pass at like level 14. All my Mon had to be at level 10 or 12 or below. That was kind of my rule. So I think you're gonna have a normal type Pokemon. Are you gonna be a Rattata trainer? Okay, Poochyena. Well, that's fine. I figured a Machop would be a good choice. Oh, you know what? I am really excited that we have Bobo on our team. Holy crap. That's a nice chunk of experience. Because Bobo is going to make that Brawly fight, God, just exponentially easier. We have always struggled against Brawly and Flannery, but this time around, I'm feeling good about Brawly. Flannery, we don't have that many Pokemon that are weak to... Well, we've one that resists ground. You're weak to ground, you're weak to ground. Almost Psychic, that'll be fine. But yeah, Flannery's been a tough battle for us, but Norman especially. So with Bobo, we're gonna be in pretty darn good shape for that fight. It's still a long ways away, but it's worth thinking about. So because really, there's just some pretty basic battles between here and Rustboro City. We're just going to be taking on these trainers. We'll probably get to... I'm trying to remember the order. I've done this part twice now. You'd think I'd remember the order. So we go from here, and then we enter... Petalburg, right? And then the Petalburg woods are north, like northwest. And then we get to Rustboro. So you're not a trainer. You're just a little kid playing in the grass. like Bobo. I mean, decent attack. We get stabbed from Peck. God, I feel like we're getting huge chunks of experience. Oh, Duracell, we're gonna have to switch train early on. The reason is because it knows no damaging moves currently. I think it knows like Thunder Wave and Growl. But of course, I'll be doing a lot of that off camera. And I'm trying to remember if Minun and Impulse will even learn any good electric moves. I'm sure by TM they can learn like Thunderbolt. Let's hope so, because I don't want to have a completely useless electric type, especially when it comes to... oh god. Okay, so gym leader. So we've got Roxanne, Brawly. The third gym leader, for some reason, I'm kind of blanking on. Oh, Watson, duh. And we have Flannery, and we have Norman. I know that there's like Tate and Liza, or Tate and Liz, but they come... Is that the 7th gym? God, I mean, yeah, I haven't made it past Norman yet, so... Oh, yes, sure, yes. We might get poisoned here, but we got an antidote. Yeah, now that I think about it, I can't remember exactly when electric types will come in handy. I mean, obviously against Team Aqua, when we fight some of like the Carvanas and Sharpedos, it would be nice to have an electric type for those battles. Oh, there's something down here. Okay, why don't we heal up real quick? By the way, I did turn on the running indoors feature in the Universal Pokemon Randomizer, because I like running indoors. I did always think that was funny how it showed you, or how, like, I don't know, how it, I guess it tried to show you, like, oh, of course, like, proper etiquette is you don't run indoors. So we're going to talk to Dad. And I think we'll have just enough time to watch the interaction with Wally. So what, we fight Wally like a total of like 3 or 4 times? Is that right? I feel like Wally is really like, and I feel like every time we fight him, he only has like the Ralts, which he evolves. I'm sure he gets other Pokemon, but I don't remember any particularly difficult battles with Wally. But isn't there like a champion Wallace in this game? So the last time I watched this, when he used the attack the second time, he missed. I wonder if that's... Okay, so that's not like programmed in that way. It's probably just programmed so that Zigzagoon can't get a critical hit. Well, that nicely wraps up the Wally cutscene, and that's right around 15 minutes. So thank you for watching. I will see you in part 2, where we will be all leveled up, ready to take on Roxanne. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.